All right, all right, all right. Hope y'all doing well. Welcome in. Welcome in. So here, let me prepare this a little better. Can you see that okay? All right. So welcome. My name is John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States to help you secure legal status to live and work in America legally, okay? So welcome in. Ask me a question if you have one, all right? Take advantage of this time. I'll be here for about 15 minutes. I apologize. I meant to go live earlier. But then, of course, meetings come first. Meetings are very important with my team and my client and the clients. So let's go. Let's go. All right. So just trying to set this up better for you guys. You're welcome to join live. If you're on TikTok and you want to join live, is a little people icon down below. And I'll start answering questions for y'all once we get to 500 hearts on TikTok at least. So welcome in. Go ahead and ask a question. Tapping the screen does not cost you anything, okay? Tap, tap, tap. Alrighty. So now you don't have to send me any gifts. People do that. Some people send roses. Some people send donuts. Thank you so much. My wife wouldn't like it if I get so many donuts or the roses, actually, now that I think about it. So go ahead and tap, tap, tap. Really appreciate it. Once we get to 500 hearts, I'll start answering questions. In the meantime, I want to be a little selfish and share with you the 5 scenarios that you definitely need to talk to immigration attorney. Oh, this is backwards. Sorry. Let me switch that over. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. So, okay. All right. Number 1. First scenario, RFE. If you get an RFE, you need to talk to a lawyer, all right? Immigration lawyer. Don't speak to a notario, notary, what's the other one? Immigration consultant. Yeah, I mean, they accept cases. They've created their own business in America, but that doesn't mean you should hire them. They don't have a law license, okay? In America, by the way, not in a different country, in America. RFE, request for evidence. Now, a lot of people actually, unfortunately, get denied, not because they didn't try with a lawyer. A lot of people get denied for that because they didn't hire a lawyer. And here's what we do. We have an action plan. If one of our clients receives an RFE, we fucking put on the calendar, okay? We call you, we email you. If you don't answer the phone, we'll email you. We understand. You're at work, you're taking care of your kids, all good. Oh, no problem, okay? But we're going to schedule a meeting because we don't want a week to pass by and not have a meeting on the calendar, okay? Because even though the RFE response time deadline is generally 84 days, there's been comments from Trump administration that they might even reduce it down to 30 days. So if you don't have a lawyer, it's okay. Like I said, it's okay. We're not going to hold it against you, but you do need to have our contact information saved. So there it is on the screen on TikTok. For those on YouTube, does that show up properly? But let me move that, okay? So second scenario. Well, let me go back to RFE, request for evidence. It's not always marriage evidence, actually, that they want. Sometimes it's actually about the financial support, the affidavit support form. And even though you may have sufficient income, you have exceeded the poverty guidelines, and it's going to be frustrating when you get RFEs and they're like, you need to provide the documentation. You're like, yeah, I did. Well, sometimes it's a little bit off, okay? So RFE stage for immigration cases, most immigration cases, it's a preponderance of evidence standard. So it's the lowest standard, okay, at the lowest legal standard. So if you get denied at RFE stage, I hate to say, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. Please contact an immigration law firm. A lot of people contact us after they're denied and they mention, oh, they had RFE. And I'm like, oh, damn. So you need and then the second scenario, NOID, notice of intent deny. Do not give up in scenarios, okay? Do not give up because notice of intent deny Some people think it actually means denied, and no, it's not actually meaning denied. You have to keep trying. You have to respond. If you don't reply to any of these, any documents, evidence to USCIS for number 1 or number 2 here, you will be denied by USCIS because they don't use the word mandatory. It is mandatory to reply back. They're not going to tell you that because they're assuming you've hired an attorney. Okay? The attorney would tell you. And so please put the deadline on your calendar. Even if whether or not you have a lawyer, law firm to help you, please put on the calendar the deadline. All right, the third scenario. If you have the gut feeling your case is delayed, put the letter D in the comments, okay? The letter D for delayed in the comments. And if you have a case filed to USCIS right now, put the letter P in the comments. P for pending. If you have a pending case, okay? And then that helps me so I can give you an idea of information to share with you guys, all right? Thank you so much. Hey, we're right at 500 hearts, so let me go ahead and take a break from this. Thank you. And then we add some people in the... I know some people asked a question on the chat box. Hope you all doing well. Welcome in, Ellie, Barrera, Yama, Roger876, Harvander, good to see you. Juju, Yama, Kizzy Love 16, Ovo, welcome in. Villa people. So sometimes I go live at nighttime. I'm trying to limit that, but when I go live during the day, there's a new audience here. So if you're new here, put the number 1 in the chat box. My name is John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States to help you secure legal status to live and work in America legally. My face is not on the screen on TikTok because I want to share the board here. But and by the way, if you put the letter D in the comments, let me know what form you file, like 485 or AOS, PE, like I-130, if that's only I-130, and let me know the month and year, and I can give you a better idea, or just join the live show. All right, let's get someone named user6322. Welcome in, Issa Beauty 08. All right, I know we got some comments here. All right, Jose has a pending case. Just in the meantime, we do want to share with you that we did have some success. By the way, user, I did click your name, but it didn't pop up. What's it called? We did have success. We have success pretty much every week, okay? One last week, I remember there's a waiver case, 601A waiver. You see online, it'll be 36 months average, okay, for 601A. We got it done in 24 months, okay? 24 months. So I can't promise you that just because you hire our law firm here at Green Card Guys or another law firm that you're going to get processing time much more reduced. But what I can tell you is we're going to get the shit done for you, okay? Because to the extent that we're going to try our best to avoid this to begin with. Because when there's an RFE, obviously it's going to delay the case. It's going to slow it down. And then because it needs time for us to respond back, okay? So please know this. Please know about the RFE. You want to avoid that if possible. All right, most people don't know about it when they're starting the case. I mean, presumably for your first time filing. All right. Let's see here. Again, if you want to join in, you're welcome to do that. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, you have to email in. Where's my little banner thing? There we go. Okay, there we go. And then TikTok, you can click below. All right, we got Ovo. Okay, Ovo, I think I've seen your name before. Welcome back. What's going on, Ovo?
How you doing?
Good. You doing okay today?
Yeah,
yeah. What can I do for you?
I had a quick question for you, if you don't mind. So people who are going through the 601A waiver process, right, which is taking some time.
Yeah.
And with the new public charge that he wants to implement, it sounds like by the end of February of next year. I understand it's retroactive with the waiver itself. It has nothing to do with it, but the consular process, right? The visa interview. If the petitioner and the applicant have never used any kind of Medicaid, SNAP benefit, or anything like that, but the kid in the household has had Medicaid because someone lost their job, right? For a few years, they were on Medicaid. Would you be all concerned about that being affected towards the interview in the future? And also, WIC was used one time 20 years ago when she was pregnant with our daughter. So do you think?
I don't know right now. I don't know right now. I honestly don't know. I haven't, based on what I reviewed in the past, it wouldn't affect, but for other people in the household, but the chatter is that if other persons who've utilized public benefits would affect for the public charge, which obviously immigration lawyers and everyone like yourselves wouldn't want that. So, so it's more important now. You know, I understand that it's in the proposed rule is still in the early stages, in a sense that I believe you can still comment in the federalregister.gov. So please do that. I don't recall it asking for legal status when you comment on there. But yeah, please comment on there about not including other family members. Okay, so but I haven't reviewed it in full, so I can't give advice right now on that.
So, I mean, you've had plenty of cases, I'm sure, where you've had a court in front of a judge. I mean, isn't that kind of what the judge uses to discretion too? But he's just now extending that to officers and consulate processing, right? I mean, because I understand, you know, people, you know, gaming the system, but
well, that's mostly from U.S. citizens gaming the system, though. But
I'm sorry.
That's just,
I know.
yeah. I don't really want to go down this rabbit hole because I haven't read the rule in full, just to be honest. So don't want to you know. So, but maybe in a couple weeks, I'll have time to review it in full. It definitely is a concern. But where are you at now? Your wife filed the waiver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 years now.
2 years now. That's right. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. But I'll probably, this is a type of topic that it's probably more so like, I appreciate your questions. If you can DM me your questions so that I have an idea for my long, but you know, because I know a lot of people will have that kind of question. So I greatly appreciate that. And
okay. And I got a question too. Would there be Billy? I think it happened when he was first in office, where a federal judge could say, "Nah, I don't think you can use that against them." Is that a possibility too?
Federal judge meaning district court to block if someone sues on it.
District court, yeah.
Yeah, if someone sues on it, like I think last time we talked, it was about like the Biden PIP. It's like if there's a lawsuit about it, and usually the proper time to do a lawsuit on this is if someone's denied based on the public charge determination, so or is inadmissible based on public charge. So time will tell. It's not going to be until after the rule is final. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just wild that we both work, we both pay taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just wild to me that, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just usually don't. Yeah, I usually don't record videos about this until it's final, just because, you know, I don't like to be one of those attorneys that just, I'm not there for the views, in a sense that like want to scare people. Like people, you know, people already know about it. So I only really discuss it when it becomes final, so that we can like have substantive discussion, if that makes sense. So
No, I've talked to plenty of lawyers and they're the same.
Yeah.
Know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Commenting is helpful, I think, for the public to do on a proposed rule, but ultimately, I don't recall, like, at least immigration wise, that they have changed their proposal to accommodate the commenters. You know, like they're just gonna stay stick with it, you know. But
Okay.
but all right. Thanks for joining in. Okay, Ovo. All right, take care. Bye. Here's the thing. There's a lot of concerns out there. You're welcome to comment. You're welcome to share. If I'm not able to get to you in the next 15 minutes, I laugh because sometimes it's not exactly 15 minutes. Go ahead and DM me, or you know what? Just go ahead and schedule a meeting. One of these options, okay? Now this one right here. Let me put there. I found Clarissa. I found the magic wand. If you are ready to take action, that's more of this meeting, okay? So this amount is for y'all. I need to tell my team member to update the link, the $5 link. Okay. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving as best as possible. Let's see. Willie. What's going on, Willie? Can the letter N, someone asked, can GC parents sponsor DACA kid? Well, first, in general, can file a petition. Okay. That would be the F2B category, F2A category if the kid is 21. But then that's only the first step, the petition. Have to figure out about the waiver, which a parent, like letter N, the parent can be a qualifying relative. Okay. Let me see. You know what? I thought I had a chart here. Let me do a little switcheroo. Voila. Okay. I know on YouTube, Facebook, it might be a little too much light over here. Where's my marker? Okay. So what is this thing in the middle? It's kind of like, okay. I'm going to get Willie on next, but here's step number 1. For people who enter without inspection. Without inspection meaning without a visa, without parole. Or if the sponsor is a family preference, meaning a resident parent. Okay, that means that relationship is not immediate relative. So step number 1 is file the petition, otherwise known as a number called I-130. Okay, step number 2 is the waiver. Okay, I don't go through every single case type to talk about the steps, but you know, a lot of people have the situation. So please tap the screen and put a W in the comment section if you are in this situation where whether it's you as the immigrant or your spouse or I guess a kid entered the country, United States, without a visa or parole. Because if there's no W's, then I'll just stop talking about this. But yeah, a lot of people ask us, okay, well, now that we filed a petition, can we go ahead and file the waiver? No, you got to wait until the petition's approved. And this is where it's a problem, especially for the F2A category. There's a long wait time. Oh, what's going on? Let me back this up a little so you can see better. Okay, with the visa for N. Okay, that's good. Over 21. Oh, over 21. Then that's for letter N. Then that is for letter N. Then that's F2B. Okay, but letter N. That's a good example. That ultimately it's best if you schedule one of these meetings. Okay. By the way, that fee right there, $249, is not with me. That's with my Premier Associates. For me, it's $349. Okay. I just want to mention one more thing. I know there's a lot of questions. Thank you so much. Really, you're going to be next. You're on deck. The next thing is that, again, this is 36 months in general. 36 months. We just got a case approved in 2 years' time, just last week. The thing, though, is if you are in an F family preference category and you have overstayed your visa or you enter without a visa, you still need a waiver, okay? And here's the thing, the petitions under family preference take a hell of a long time. If you've looked at the visa bulletin, they're basically waiting for the priority date to show up as current on the visa bulletin for them to approve the petition. That is a problem for people foreign nationals, immigrants who are in America. I'm sorry, I shouldn't use the word America. I know with Thanksgiving, we should say United States, if anything. If they're in the United States, because they need to file a waiver, and this takes about 36 months, or like in our case, 24 months, fortunately. That takes a long time. Why is this also a problem, to kind of finish a thought here? The visa bulletin, once your current part date shows up visa bulletin, you have not hypothetically, you have 1 year to take action on that immigrant visa process. So of course, with our team, we let NVC know, hey, our client is, we'll file the waiver. Here's a copy of the receipt notice. But the thing is, you still don't want to wait so many years with petition, like 5 years on that, and then another potential 2 to 3 years on that. It's just backwards thinking by the government. I've talked to former USCIS directors, and they agree, fortunately. All right, let's get Willie on. Thank you for your patience. I know a lot of people want to join live. We'll get you on very soon. What's going on, Willie? Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks. How about you?
Okay, good. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I filed for my wife. I filed for my wife, and now the case is at NVC. It's almost like a year now.
Uh-huh.
I recently went home. That was around August, and then by the time I came back, I spent 2 months, and now she's pregnant. So I'm wondering if she goes for the interview, is a pregnancy going to affect her visa?
She's abroad right now, and so no, it doesn't affect. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, she would still be pregnant during the interview. I don't think we've had that situation. And I guess you're probably asking more so because in this administration, they've been more cognizant to not allow pregnant folks in America.
Really?
Yeah, they've said that. I thought that's why you would ask, but thank you, Irving. Really appreciate that on YouTube there. But is there another reason you ask? I'm just making sure I understand the concern.
Yeah, because now she's pregnant, so I'm wondering whether that's going to affect her to get the visa to come in.
I mean, I don't think so, but what I mentioned about the Trump administration, they're concerned about visitors, like visitor visa, and they come in as pregnant because a lot of people overstay, right? But this is different.
She's not coming in as a visitor.
Uh-huh.
She's coming in with a green card.
Okay. Well, if you don't have other context of the concern, I don't really.
And is there a reason why it's taking so long for them to get a visa appointment?
Oh yeah, because the government fucking sucks. I mean, that's the reason. They don't have a workflow. How long did you receive an email that said documentarily qualified?
Oh yeah, that was like last year. This year, around January.
January 2025. Okay, so yeah, it's basically 12 months, just from a few weeks from 12 months. So, and I'm sorry, which country? Ghana. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't know why a lot of African countries tend to take longer, close to 12 months. So, are you a citizen or resident?
Citizen.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, the quote unquote the visa is immediately available. So that means in terms of you don't have to worry about the visa bulletin, fortunately. But definitely after 12 months, I mean, even now, I mean, I would email the consulate and let them know,
I did send an inquiry, and they told me that I have to wait.
Okay. Well, then the next thing is definitely after 12 months, which you're pretty close to it, then we definitely need to talk about a mandamus lawsuit. We usually wait 12 months for documentarily qualified for the interview. I mean, waiting for the interview.
It's gonna be December 3rd. So that's gonna be like a year since I put in the application.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, you can dig a screenshot right here, or you could go to the URL right there, or click the link in the. Okay. That's how to schedule the meeting. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, Willie.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the questions. I got to keep track of all my notifications here. Ooh. The next person will be. Well, Clarissa's joining, but she's going on mute. We're going to go to Omar and then the letter N. Thank you again, Irving. I really appreciate that.
Jonathan, how are you today?
Good, good. Omar, what's going on?
Yes, thank you. Like, I have young residents. I'm here since 2018. I just applied for citizenship on this February 2025. I did an interview. Everything is finished. Like, I was just waiting for my decision when that happened. Administration, they said, like, they put a hold on all application. I just called you guys right now. Like an hour ago, they say your application is called from November 28, 2025. It's just on hold. What should I do now?
What do you mean on hold? For your naturalization application is on hold?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
why did they say it's on hold or pause?
I don't know. It's just like they don't give me a specific answer. They say we have to, like, do another. We have to see like more code or something like that.
What's your country nationality?
Afghan.
Okay. Well, you just got the notification like last weekend, like the last 5 days.
Yes, I see that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing like I just know the government. They say they're gonna shut down everything for Afghan, but I don't get anything like any letter or anything.
Oh, okay. You didn't get a specific notification. I thought you meant for your own case. All right. No, I mean, I don't recall Trump and Stephen Miller saying pause on all Afghan cases. I could be wrong, but I need to check again. I thought I read that it's all asylum cases of Afghanis. So, but I'll check on that. All right. But send me a DM and that'll remind me to check. Okay. Because there's like 50 different changes almost every day. So
I'm not asylum. I'm like a special immigration visa on it. Like, so
yeah.
My dad used to work with military. I was underage when I came here, like in 2018. Yes. So
Thank you for your dad's service to the United States. Really appreciate that. I hope the United States will change their mind and resume, of course, the thing for citizenship. So, and I think you all know this. The USCIS, Department of State, already vet applicants. These processing times take a long time. So it's, as always, typically it's for political talk, not actual concern, in my opinion.
So you're not gonna also process for N400 notarization. So they are also is gonna be on hold right now.
Did they say that for N400 also? I didn't see that.
They just say all recused for Afghan immigrants.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I didn't really read it in full about that. Let me see. One of my team members shared another article. So, but I'll check on that. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll probably record a video about that later.
You want me to call you later?
Well, I'm not the one that answers the phone, but you can send me a message, or you can call in general, because you've been waiting. What?
Okay,
I think you filed it.
I wanted to send you a message on your TikTok.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I appreciate that.
So I'm gonna remind Mike everything. I'm gonna send it to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you. Have a great day. Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Next up is letter N. I do realize I do need to end the show sooner than I wanted to because I need to get a couple things done soon. All right. Letter N. Let's get you on. And on deck is going to be, holy smokes, a lot more people have requested. Thank you so much for your trust, guys. On deck is going to be Julie. All right. Letter N. What's going on?
Hi, John.
Hi. Welcome.
Hi. Hi, John.
Hi.
Thank
Welcome.
you for having me. I have a question. Whereas my daughter came here since she on a visitor visa, since she was since in 2004. She got the DACA when it came out because she went to school here, elementary, college, everything, high school, everything. So she got the DACA since it came out, and she got her degree. She's a teacher, and I was sponsored by my eldest son, which is he married and he got citizenship. Then he sponsored me and my husband because we had a visa too. So what can happen? How can we sponsor our daughter?
Have you filed a petition to get that started?
Yes.
Okay.
I got my green card since 1 year now.
1 year
I
now.
didn't sponsor.
Okay.
I filed a petition. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that started. The petition number 1, right here. Okay. And then
Mhm.
that's probably going to take, because you're a resident now. I have a lot of different screens, but
Yeah.
I usually have a chart that shows the processing time. So if it's family preference, and because you're a resident, that will typically take probably about 24 months minimum, just for step number 1. If you want, depending for step 1, okay. But I was mentioning earlier that the waiver, we need to file a waiver for her, okay, for your daughter.
Yeah.
But you cannot file the waiver until the petition is approved. So that's like a logistical backward, like it's backlog system. So as they do that on purpose, unfortunately. So we just have to be ready for that. And yeah, so she has DACA, you right? She still has it right now?
Yes, she keep renewing it all
Yeah.
the time.
So, you might have heard of people who may overstay the visa, like your daughter, and they can stay here in the United States to adjust their status, do the interview here.
Yes.
But that's for people who are immediate relative category, where
Yes.
so that
Like my son, how he married a U.S. born.
exactly.
He updated his they do that.
Yeah.
That's his status.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
also my status was updated too
Oh, really? Okay.
because we're the parents.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, it's important to go ahead and get started. You never know. She might get married to a U.S. citizen, but I hear it's not a good thing to encourage the kids to like get married. I don't know. Just depends who they meet,
Yeah.
right? So go ahead and get this step started in the meantime, as option number 1 for now. And if your daughter meets someone in the future, then that could be the new option 1. But yeah, we want to show that something's
Okay.
started. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And
You
mhm.
live in New York, so you can
Yes.
you can do it from there. I know you're in Texas, right?
Yes, I'm in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're happy
Okay,
to help.
so-
Even if you're in New York, we have several clients outside of Texas, and we have meetings like this, not on TikTok, but on Google Meeting.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Private.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Talk to you.
all right,
Mhm. Yeah, just screenshot this.
After the 130 is approved, then we have to file a waiver.
Yes, that's correct.
Am I right?
Hmm.
Okay.
That's correct. And what we try to do is,
It's gonna take
the
whole process is gonna
Ooh.
take how long?
I mean, the way it is right now could be at least 5 years, unfortunately.
Okay.
At least 5 years. So we're gonna get to know each other. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And we're happy to meet with clients. Some law firms don't want to talk to clients. It's really weird to me. But we enjoy speaking with clients. All right. We want to make sure we get this done for
I
your daughter.
appreciate it. I used to watch you all the time anyway.
All right. Sounds good. It's good to take a break from me sometimes. It's okay. Yeah, no worries.
Thank
All right.
you.
Have a good one. Take care.
Yeah.
All right. I say, Clarissa, I say that because immigration, People can obviously with this year and everything's going on, the kidnapping, whatnot. It's unfortunate. It's really ridiculous. A lot of tragedies have happened this year, but here on this channel, here at Green Card Guys, we want to make sure we can help you get to the next step. Whether you authorize our services or you do it yourself or you hire another law firm, okay? But please, for the love of God, don't hire a notario or immigration consultant. Just please, 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 please. Dear Lord, don't allow these folks hire a notario or consultant. Please. They don't have a law license. All right, next person. That is right, Clarissa. Government-sponsored tragedies. This is in the wild. NDU LU. Okay. Okay, let's get that. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon here in California. How are you
Oh,
today?
hello there. Good. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Yeah, my sister came here since 2017, and she filed for asylum.
Mm-hmm.
She did everything. She did her biometrics of the 2017,
Mm-hmm.
and she has been renewing her work permit since 2017 till today. She just renewed her work permit for about a month ago, and they sent the permit to her.
Mm-hmm.
And the case has been pending since 2017, almost 9 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 9 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just according to her, that she checked her case status online,
Mm-hmm.
and they sent her to go that she missed biometrics on 2017, while she has already done the biometrics
Okay.
since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of confused, and she called me about last week. I said, okay, I will find out what to do. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's just she still had the work
she
permit?
She has done the biometrics since 2017, and she has the receipt. She has the receipt too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it is a mistake from them or some error or what.
But she's still been able, even though she missed it in a couple of years ago, the biometrics, she's still been able to get it, the work permit approved?
Yeah, she has
Okay.
the work permit since then.
Okay, well,
She was using her work permit
okay.
3 months ago, and we gave her for 5 years.
Oh, great.
So,
Great. Well, yeah, usually they don't,
I don't know why they said that she missed her biometric 2017 again, why she has already done it.
okay. Well, it doesn't sound like you need to worry about that because it's been many years since then, right? So, and has not affected her ability to get the permit. So, is there a reason to kind of hang your hat on that right now, to be so focused on that? That, I mean, because that doesn't delay the actual interview. It's the government policy in general, Trump. Is that what you're thinking?
Because it shows in their system that she missed her biometrics.
Mm-hmm.
Why she has already done the biometrics.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to do. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, it doesn't sound like you need to do anything. What are you trying to achieve right now?
I don't know. That's why I'm calling you. If you have any suggestion for
It's okay. I don't think you need to do anything. You're such a nice parent. Shout out to Pops right here. Wants to help his daughter, but looks like because she's been able to renew her work permit and actually receive the card. Because you're referencing a situation that happened in 2017. I mean, I don't know if it was a glitch, but she's done what she needs to do for the work permit. Now, in terms of the interview, it's also not her fault or anyone's fault. It's the fucking government's fault. The President Trump, when he took office in 2017, a lot of people that filed, let's say 2016 or 2015, they should have had the interview in 2017, but that didn't happen because of Trump. And now he did the same policy again.
2017, 18, 19, when she checked her
Mm-hmm.
status online,
Mm-hmm.
they always you always see that the next step should be in-person interview.
Mm-hmm.
The next step in-person interview. But she was surprised when she checked about last month, and she saw another thing that she missed her biometrics.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She was kind of confused.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, so ultimately, if she wants the interview scheduled for asylum, help with mandates, we're happy to help with that. But if she does want to do that, she needs to have her asylum attorney ready to prepare her for the interview. Does she have a lawyer for that?
No, for now she don't. I would tell her to look for a lawyer, or I look for a lawyer for her.
Okay.
She need to, yeah. That's why we need a solution.
There you go. Very. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what we told her is that she missed her biometrics on 2017.
Yeah.
She need to reschedule. That she must reschedule her
Yeah.
biometrics.
Yeah. We're happy to take a look if you want to. We'll happy to take a look, even though I don't think that's a concern. If you want to schedule, voila, my magic wand, schedule one of these meetings, you're welcome to do that. Okay. So we have two options for a couple different reasons. The attorney meeting just has limited spots because our attorneys are focused on preparing the case and having client meetings. But if you do want to speak directly to an attorney, you can do that on option 2 here. And that's when you go to type in that link that you can see up here. Okay. But yeah, but you're really nice dad to help out. I know another parent here, so thanks for helping your kids. You're all doing a big thing because, the younger generation is a little bit different. Okay.
So she don't need to do anything for now. Maybe sending the receipts for the biometrics. She don't need to do anything because she's scared that when she the receipt, maybe they will call her or what is going on now.
I don't think it's a concern. That's from 2017. So, but all right, sir. Soon, okay. All right, take care.
Okay.
Bye. Sounds good. Bye. So, I'm not trying to be rude, but once it gets to kind of like a repeating situation, I do need to move it along because I know many of y'all have been very patient. Thank you so much. Let me scroll to the top. On YouTube, Jose, you got a pending case. You said you got a 751 pending since December 2023. You filed an N400 since December 2024. Wonderful. So yes, push your 751 to a decision. And we've had situations where we show up. Most of the time we can get that both decisions approved the same day, but there have been times where we had to conduct that 751 interview, but come back on the N400 because they just didn't have the file together, even though we mentioned it. But that rarely happens. Usually they have both files together. Let's see here. Olade on YouTube. Can I talk about the public charge a different day after I have a chance to read the whole thing? Okay. I'll probably record a long form video for that, sharing the screen. Martha, welcome. Good to see you. Your interview was concluded for green card, but card is taking over 3 months to not delivered. Officer verbally approved. Can the decision be changed? Most likely not. I know that is a concern when y'all have the interview, but then they still haven't sent you like approval notice or the actual residency. And so usually the approval notice will come first. The paper notice will come before the actual card. But keep track on it, at least. I mean, we use Lawfully for our clients, lawfully.com. Shout out to them. Thank you so much to Lawfully. I am not sponsored by them. I pay them for their service software, but it keeps it. We get updates. As soon as something, an update in the USCIS database, it's simultaneous notification to us and the clients. So maybe something to keep note of. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if it charges you money, lawfully, I mean, if you're an individual, like not with a company like us. So take a look at that, lawfully.com. Reversed by higher ups. I mean, you know, Martha, did you have a lawyer? Because even if you represented yourself, hopefully you had a pretty good idea. I mean, I know some people are like, oh, it was a wonderful interview. And then we ask, okay, well, what were the actual questions when we had the strategy session or consultation? And people are like, well, you know, they share all these questions. I'm like, that's actually kind of negative, the way they asked you those questions. But hopefully it sounds like it did. But usually not reversed by a supervisor. But maybe I haven't seen those cases. Maybe we've just really got a good system, a good process, good due diligence. Okay. So you contact your congressperson today. Hopefully nothing negatively. Okay. Yeah. I mean, hopefully you don't have to file a lawsuit. We're happy to help with that. Any delayed situation, whether you're waiting for the interview or you're waiting for the decision like you, but it depends on timing. We can't accept every case. We do get requests from many people. We greatly appreciate your request, but it depends on timing. So you got to contact us, schedule. You know what? Let me switch it to this other banner. There's the phone number. Okay. Let's see. I can only get a couple more people on. Let's get family bullies, and then after family bully. Oh, wait, no, Julie. I mentioned Julie before, and then family bullies. Family question. Okay. What's your question, family bullies? Is Julie still on? How are you, RP? Good to see you 12 hours later. Okay. All right, just to give you an idea, I go live almost every day. All right, almost every day. And so I try my best to go live at 11:30 a.m. Central. That clearly did not happen today. I had to have some meetings. All right, so and also sometimes at 11:30 p.m. Central Time. So as Clarissa members, thank you so much. You know, look, if you're looking for legal services, okay, whether it's for you, a friend, your son or daughter, your parents, your homeboys, go ahead and save this as a screenshot, our contact information, and favorite it on your phone. Okay, favorite it on your phone. If your Pookie Bear or your parent asks you, who the hell is this guy? Just tell them the best immigration law firm, okay, in town. All right, so and then hopefully they don't give you a hard time. Just don't say the words Pookie Bear or my buddy, my partner. They might get a little confused. Oh, Martha, you got an update on your comment here. You said you filed yourself. Definitely will hire for the waiver of abuse spouse. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry to hear, Martha. Well, make sure that for anyone who's going through abusive situation with your spouse, please know there's a lot of social services agencies out there. I'm in Houston, and I know of several in Texas. I'm a board advisor for one of them in Houston, and so there's a lot of resources out there. You just gotta take advantage of it and contact. They exist for a reason. Okay, point you in the right direction, provide you some support. Okay, you know, don't be ashamed of it. Let's see. Okay. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Really quickly, good morning. Really quickly, before you go offline, because I know this is being live streamed on YouTube right now as well.
Yes.
Okay, I'm getting an oil change, so it might be kind of loud, but I wanted to talk to the people who are on here really quickly about something that you can download that can help you. So there is a new application. It's called DUPro. So DUPro is shortened for due process. So everyone under the Constitution of the United States of America is has access to due process. So basically what this app does is you download DUPro to your phone, whether it's iPhone or Android, and then you can turn around and you can set it up. You can have emergency contacts, and you can also put your attorney's information in there. And so what happens is this acts as an emergency call button, kind of like a life alert or an Invisalert, which is what I wear. So DUPro is free. You add it to your phone, you set it up, and then if you are pulled over, it will automatically start recording video and audio, and it will send your location to your contacts. So this way, your contacts know where you are, how to find you. As you put in a password, dies, it does not stop recording. So if you get pulled over or stopped or you question, you are able to record any constitutional rights violations, which would qualify you for a U visa, but it also helps your attorney, like Attorney Ting or any other attorney that you are working with, to be able to have access to the recordings. Sorry, it's so loud in here.
That's okay.
To be able to have access to the recordings in order for you to be able to give that to whomever courts are or whatever the process is you're going through. This is a 100% free app. I believe it was put together by immigration attorneys. Download DUPro. It's DUEPRO, and you can download it for Apple or Android. It costs zero money, and it literally takes like 2 minutes to set up.
Oh, nice. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. I did not know about that either. Appreciate that, Clarissa. What else I want to say? Yes, RP mentioned something good as well. With all the changes going on and Texas trying to do Texas thing, yeah, I mean, you basically said it there. He memorized my number. Or you could take a screenshot. But yeah, good to memorize. Okay. See. Family bullies asked about a prior record. Working with lawyers to fight the case, but have check-in on Thursday. Is bond hearing possible? Bond hearings are possible in general as of last week. We have a blog post on our website about that. We also have a video I recorded about that. So I think that happened like Wednesday. So things can change pretty quickly, as you know. So if you know anyone who is detained right now and did not file bond request because it was going to be difficult to do so, the time is fucking now. Okay, you got to request the bond now before the law changes again. Okay. For example, one of our attorneys got bond last week, and for her client, it was, I think, like $5,000. Some of these cases are like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. But for all those who have read that New York Times article or read or watched my video a couple of days ago about the San Diego jurisdiction, they arrested people who didn't have a record, no removal order. Like when I say record, no arrest, no convictions, no plea deals, and they got arrested. I think there's at least 2 or 3 stories on the article. One of them was not our client, but our attorney, since our attorney was there, she said $1,500 bond. Okay. Whereas family bullies, you say you have felony. So I don't know what the felony is, but something I'm assuming you don't want to share on the live. Okay. Yeah, Clarissa does mention we do have limited scope representation for bond only if you need that. Of course, if you are eligible for relief and you can't afford it, I do recommend that you allow us to help you for the full thing. But bond, of course, the focus is on bond requests to get released. So let us know. And from the 90s. Okay. yeah, unfortunately, even it's from the 90s, the 60s, the 2000s, you know, unfortunately, immigration will take a hold of it and consider it as if it happened yesterday, basically. For example, I had a client that we helped with a court case many years ago. I just remember this one because it might not seem like a big deal the last 10 years or so, like possession of marijuana, possession of MJ. And, you know, I think at the time he was probably like 19, 20, you know, that age. I mean, even if it was 36, 50, whatever, it doesn't matter. But the point is, it happened a long time ago in his life. He paid, it was just a fine. It was like maybe $200 on a local level. And he had done many trips outside America, came back, no issues. But it's just, it only takes that one time. If you didn't have an immigration lawyer, you didn't consult with an immigration lawyer. And a lot of people are like, oh, that Joe Schmo lawyer said this to be concerned about this, but I came back 5 times just fine. Well, that last time fucking didn't work out. So please, if an attorney tells you you should not travel internationally, you better fucking listen. Okay. I just don't know how many times I've had to tell people, and they just take risk and go for it if you want. That's your life. But I know it's hard. But look, if you end up making that mistake and you get referred to immigration court or detention center, it's gonna be a pretty penny, you know. And some people complain like, "Oh, immigration lawyers charge a lot." I mean, every immigration law firm is different. It depends on you. Depends on your. I mean, you already took the risk of leaving, so I mean, anyway, just want to share some stuff like that because we just hear too many stories, and law dude knows that people love to take risk. I don't know why. Family Bullies asked, should you be prepared to be detained Thursday? Yeah, absolutely. I do recommend that. Absolutely be prepared to be detained, unfortunately. There's every time we think like, oh, like we create our own chart, like, oh, so far we heard stories about like this person with this type of background, not detained, but this or that person with no background, but another person with, you know, it's just there's no proper matrix, if you will. Like there's no proper chart that they're following. These alleged ICE agents are just, some are ruthless. But so far, we have good experience in Houston. Okay, so but where are you at? Yeah, so even more reason to be concerned that you might be detained. And do you have an annual check-in? Okay, guys, I have to hop out. Oh shit, you're in San Diego. God damn it. Okay, this is what I've noticed and what we talked about in legal team meeting today. Bring a jacket. Bring a jacket, okay? Because there have been videos of people being very cold. So just on a practical manner, bring a jacket. Hopefully they'll let you use it, but wear warm clothes. I know the weather in San Diego is supposed to be amazing all year round, but bring warm clothes. You know what? You know when you go skiing, you bring those little packs, warmers. Oh, I wonder if you could bring some. I know it's silly to mention this, but you better. I mean, this channel is all about preparation. Okay, so you know what? I would bring those warm packs. Alrighty. I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry I couldn't get to everyone. But please go ahead and click the plus sign. By the way, if you are in Dallas and you have a case, you have a potential case, contact Law Dude. He just commented a couple times here on the channel. John Carlo is in D-Town, not Detroit. I mean Dallas. Alrighty, guys. So I wish you all the best, Family Bullies, and anyone who has a detained case, of course. And by the way, I do want to mention here, I can't leave call this a meeting. Can't leave this group discussion without mentioning the webinar. For webinars that are on the website, they're also in the URL, the link. We have it, I think, every 2 weeks. my marketing team's like, hey, John, let's get this going. Let's talk about this topic for the audience, okay, for the community. So take a look at that. Even if you look now and the webinar topic is not relevant to you, just go ahead and get on the list, and because you can select a specific topic that you're interested in. And my team is pretty good about sending out emails every time we schedule it out, okay? Thank you so much, and y'all have a wonderful day. Oh, wait, Martha's question. Do you need to be divorced for 751 or for 751? Do you need to be divorced officially? Which he threatens you all day. Fuck that guy. Fucking divorce him after you get your green card, of course. Okay. Yes, you can get divorced. You don't have to be divorced because there's some scenarios where some people are not ready to divorce. But sorry for speaking directly to the mic, by the way. I know that the instructions say divorce order, but we've had plenty of cases where we just filed a petition only, the family petition for divorce. We provided the divorce order. So it could go either way. Okay, Martha, wish you all the best. Stay safe. All right, y'all have a good one. Take care.